Hello, so I thought I would give you today some resistance band exercises and just kind of show you some of the things that we do on our walks. The band is easy to transport, so a lot of you like to bring it when you go on vacation. You just throw it in a bag and you can really do quite a lot with it. So we're just going to take a second to warm up, and then we'll do some exercises. So when we do the walks, we do a quick stretch and do the walk first, and then kind of pull over and do some exercises. So we would not be doing this because we would already be warmed up from the walk. 4, 3, 2, and 1. But if you just wanted to do resistance band exercise, workout for yourself, you always want to warm up first. So doing a little bit of movement. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Some little kicks. Awesome. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it wide. And we're going to go over and center. Stretching through the waist. And the more you pull on the band, the more resistance you're going to get, the more you're going to feel those muscles working. Other side. Over and up. I'm using a green band, so they're color-coded based on resistance. This is a nice mid-range one. I don't like to go too strong on the resistance with the band because when we do some other exercises that we need that length, like a bicep curl, you're stepping on it, it's a little hard to even do the full curl there. So we're gonna go over, big stretch to your feet, and then up. So we're gonna flow through it. We're not pausing down at the bottom, but we're going nice and slow. Just moving through it, getting the whole body awake and ready to go. Still holding that tension, so you get to choose without having to go swap out weights how much resistance you want. If you want a little, just don't pull out on it as much. 2 more. And it's good. So we're going to go all the way around, big circle. Back to the center, other way, side bend first, then turn it over to your legs, center, other leg, side bend, and come back up. Okay, so let's do it. So we're gonna start with a plie squat and pull the band out here. So you're working your back, squeeze those back muscles as you open. If you feel any tension on your neck, ease up on the resistance, so go wider. Keep your arms at chest level. Good. You can look down a little bit, kind of stretch it out if you feel any tension there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the arms, roll it back, and we're going to take a little more tension, bring it around to the other hand, and then pull. Let's go a little bit, let's bend the elbow, go a little bit tighter. So sort of like, think bow and arrow, pull back, and in. And you can just adjust where you're holding your band to get more or less tension. 2, and 1. Release, roll out the shoulders. Okay, so here's your steady hand. Find your resistance here and pull. You want more? Pull it up closer to your other hand. You want less? Ease back on it. Good. You should feel as much on the steady arm as you do on the working arm. It's more about your back, your upper back here as you pull. 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, so we're going to step in the center of your band. Feet are going to go wide here, a little bit, and we're going to curl it up. So If you want to make your bicep curl more challenging, you can either go wider on the feet and that will give you more resistance, or hold your band down lower. So shorter band, higher resistance. Longer band, less resistance. So always adjust so that it's challenging but doable, that you can do the full range of the exercise. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so triceps, we're going to bring the feet in a little bit more, like hip width apart, and turn sideways. Bring your elbows back and extend. Look down at the floor so that your neck stays in line with your spine. Again, shorter band, more resistance. So grab down lower if it's not hard enough. And if it's too hard, bring your feet together, and that will make your band longer just by moving your feet. Keep your back nice and straight. When you hinge forward, don't round your back. Shoulders back. Engage those shoulders and your back muscles. Shoulders are pulled back, so you really feel all your back muscles engaged. Even though working the triceps, as far as posture goes, you need to engage your back muscles also, so you protect your lower back. Everything needs to be straight. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so 6. Stay on the band, same position. You're gonna make like a triangle with your band. You're gonna hold it here. I'm gonna do some squats. So down and up. Adjust your grip if you need to make it harder or easier. If you don't feel like adjusting where you're holding, then adjust by your feet. Wider is going to make it harder, shorter is going to make it easier. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, hold it here, same position. We're gonna lift out and then the other side. So this is for your outer thighs. You can ease up, shorten your band if you need less resistance, if it's too hard. Hold nice and tight here if you wanna make it harder. Make sure you're holding your abs nice and tight. Also, you want to keep your core engaged, especially because we're doing alternating legs, so you don't want to lose balance. You want to make it more challenging? Do a double here. Pulse, pulse. Only if your balance can handle it. Otherwise, just do the singles. Good. Awesome. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to do standing. Let's take it down to the floor. We're going to start with a leg press. So you're going to take the band behind your feet here. Even out your length on each side. Give yourself some good tension. Relax your head down. And we're going to press one leg and then the other. Make sure you're always holding your resistance band away from your face. They do break on occasion, so you want to make sure they're not near your face. Don't leave them in your car. They're very sensitive to heat and cold. Makes them a little bit more delicate. So don't leave them in your car. If you tie them in a knot to make a loop for an exercise, untie it right after. I made that mistake yesterday. I had a band that was tied and looped. Actually, I have about 20 of them in loops from something I did in the past. And I undid the knot. And I said to myself, you better use this one, not somebody else, because it could break. And it broke on like the first rep. The knot makes it weaker. Okay, so now we're gonna go double on the leg. So hold your band and press. 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 Nice full range, long movements. Tension comes next. First get the range, then the resistance. 4, 3, make sure the band's right in the middle of your foot also so it doesn't pop off the top of your toes. And good. A little bit of quick pulses here. Let's lift the head and shoulders so we're getting more of a total body here. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, press it back. So head down, relax, and lift. Tummy to the thighs, and straighten it out. Head down, rest, and in, and back. In, and back. No, just trying that. Tummy to the thighs, and back. Getting the abs involved. 2 more. And 1. Okie dokes. All right, take the band off. We're gonna go a little bit narrower. We're gonna try and do a full sit-up and then an open. Again, here, chest level, not in front of your face in case it breaks. Gently roll up and then open. If you're not able to come all the way up in a full sit-up, it is okay. Then just do it like this. Just do a crunch. And that's fine. Eventually, you'll get up there. Optional add-on to lift that leg as you open the band, alternating the legs. You don't have to go on to this one. This is definitely more advanced. Just do it if you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax the legs down. Full sit up, and we're gonna hold this arm steady, and this one opens. Back to the front, roll down gently, up, stay steady with this arm, open with the other. And again, if you can't do the full sit up, it's totally fine. Just do it in a crunch, do the best you can. It's the last exercise set, and then we are going to just take some stretches. You can get some really, really awesome stretches with the band as well. Especially if you were doing this after a nice long walk, your body would be ready for good stretch. Last one. Okay, so just bring it here, hug your knees. Point and flex your feet. Walking really can do a number on your shins and calves, especially if you're not somebody who walks all the time like I'm not. I'm more of a boot camp person, an interval training person, not a long distance walker or runner. So whenever I start a phase of doing like a lot of walking or jogging, my shins are killing me. So pointing and flexing will definitely help that. Alrighty, middle of your foot, and just flex, pull, let your band pull your foot into a flex, and just hold. Relax your elbows down to the ground, so your back's on your mat, your head is down on the ground. This other leg can be bent or straight, whichever you like better, whatever feels better. And that's it, just hold. When you want to do deep stretching, you have to hold for 20 to 30 seconds or longer. If you just do it for a few seconds, it's not going to be good enough to increase the length of your muscle. And your muscle fibers are just like this rubber band. If you pull and release, it's going to go right back. If you pull and just hold, then that muscle will actually grow in flexibility over time. So we're going to stay with this leg. We're gonna bring it over your other leg. Keep your elbows on the floor so you're grounded there. It's not gonna roll you right over onto your side. If that happens, get back on your back. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And let's open it out to the side, other side. Breathe. If you wonder why my eyes are closed, yes, I do like to close them and focus on the stretch, but it's also because the lights on my ceiling, those of you that come here in person know that it's blinding if you look right at those lights. And good, bring it back up. And let's switch legs. So band right in the middle and hold. Breathe. Now, you never want to do ballistic stretching, which would be like a pull, like a pulse pull. Don't do that. That's a good way to pull a muscle. Just hold and stretch, and don't forget to keep your foot in a flexed position, because if you just let your foot relax, you're not going to get the stretch back here in your calf. You will still get it here in your hamstring, but we want to get the whole back of the leg. So it's important that your toes are really stretching down towards your nose. And breathe. Your muscles want that oxygen to help stretch. Feel your shoulder blades making connection with the mat. If not, shoulders back when you're standing or you're laying down. It's going to help with your posture, your alignment. If your body's out of alignment, your back pays the price and then you're hurting. So always good to practice alignment and posture. Let's bring it over the other leg. The nice thing about having the band on the stretch is that there's no tension on your leg. There should be no work because the leg is kind of just hanging in the band like it's a hammock. And that allows the muscles to really stretch good. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay, good. Let's take it out to the side. And don't worry about how flexible you are today. Just take it out. So when you open to the side, make sure you still feel your opposite shoulder on the floor, because you don't want to let the leg go and then you're turning this way on the side. Right? Your back is still square on the mat, and then your leg goes to wherever it can go. And it's just suspended comfortably in the band. Hold and breathe. Hold and breathe. And good. Bring it up. All right, let the band go. Let's give another hug on your knees here. Relax your head down. Hands at your side. Draw circles on the ceiling with your knees. Nice and slow. Just work through it here. This is a great core exercise to protect your lower back. Good. Those of you that suffer with sciatica, you should definitely do these exercises. Most of these are compliments of Sue and her doctor's recommendations for sciatica exercises, and they are just generally very nice stretches. So I have been doing them not only with Sue, but I've been doing them every day because they feel so good. Alrighty, bring it here, stretch. So this was just a little bit of movement kind of everywhere. Great exercise to do in the morning just to get yourself all warmed up and work it out a little bit. Nothing too extreme. And that's the nice thing about the band. You only need one tool And you can go really light on the resistance, or you can make it more challenging, whatever you're up for. And so hopefully you'll join us on a walk. I'm working on getting a schedule together of different parks and different days and different times. And you can sign up to come for whatever one you want. I will bring the bands, and that's what we do. We walk, we do some band exercises on a towel because it's easier to carry around than a mat. Find a grassy area to pull over, do some exercises, do some stretches, and that's it. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay, awesome. So if you have more time, take some more stretches because it always feels awesome. Otherwise, hope to see you soon.